Om Shri Matre Namaha. Hello my divine viewers, hope you all are doing good. Welcome to Vedic Dream Meaning. In Vedic astrology, the concept of DARAKARAKA plays a vital role in understanding relationships, particularly marriage. The term DARAKARAKA is derived from Sanskrit, where Dara means spouse or partner and Karaka refers to significator. So simply put, DARAKARAKA is the planet that signifies the qualities of your life partner and the dynamics of your marriage. So in today's video, we will be discussing about your spouse from the DARAKARAKA planet's point of view. In the system of astrology, the DARAKARAKA is one of the Charakarakas, a set of planets that signify different aspects of life, like soul, siblings, and in this case, the spouse. The planet that holds the lowest degree in your birth chart, regardless of its sign or house placement, becomes your DARAKARAKA. This planet gives insights into the characteristics, nature, status, and experiences you may share with your spouse that we will be discussing. You can check the planet in the 7th house of the Navamsha chart. If you're curious to know regarding beauty, complexion, body build of the spouse, this video does not cover that. The Rashi and the Nakshatras in which the DARAKARAKA planet lies and the house in which the DARAKARAKA is will be the videos in the upcoming series. Of course, there are other factors that need to be seen like Lord of the 7th house, planetary and Rashi aspects, the conjunctions, the placement and position of Jupiter or Venus, placement and position of Rahu and Ketu, the 7th Lord in your D9 chart, etc. And there are many more factors which are required to get a wholesome view of your marital life. For example, if DARAKARAKA is in the 5th or the 9th house from the Atmakaraka planet, it is considered good. But if it is in the 6th, 8th or the 12th house from the Atmakaraka, it's considered as not so good for the relationship. So in this video, we will focus on how we can use the DARAKARAKA planet as a tool to get a glimpse of your spouse's characteristics and nature with basic understanding. As a first step, you need to identify your DARAKARAKA planet, similar to the procedure you follow to identify your Atmakaraka, which shows your soul purpose. If you haven't watched the video, I will mention the links in the description box and in the I button for your easy access. Basically, you need to find the planet that holds the lowest degree in your birth chart. Traditionally, the primary planets, that is the Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus and Saturn are considered as DARAKARAKA, while Rahu and Ketu are considered as shadow planets and they are only a representative vector force which are derived from the planetary positions of Sun and Moon at the time of your birth. So they are not considered as DARAKARAKA. However, this is a very debatable topic because some astrologers include them as well. Anyways, for the purpose of this video, we are going to stick only to the 7 primary planets. Venus or Shukra in Vedic astrology is the planet of love, beauty, harmony, luxury and pleasure. It represents the finer things in life, including relationships, romance, art and sensuality. Venus brings a soft, nurturing energy that seeks a balance and connection with others. So when Venus becomes your DARAKARAKA, it indicates that you are likely to attract a partner who has these Venus-like qualities. Someone who's charming, someone who's loving, values beauty and harmony in their life. Relationships under Venus as DARAKARAKA are typically filled with love, affection and a desire for emotional connection and shared pleasures. Also, the point to be noted is that since Venus, the planet of love, is your DARAKARAKA planet, it means that the planet with low degree, you may not be too emotional having feelings or attachment towards your partner. You may choose partners based on their beauty, physical appearance or status or some materialistic qualities, etc. It's more like a sense of accomplishment for you or a win for you to show off your spouse to the outer world. Also, Venus DARAKARAKA can bring certain challenges, which we will discuss later in the video. For now, let's discuss about the positive attributes your partner might have under the Venus influence. When Venus is your DARAKARAKA, the qualities of your partner will reflect the romantic, affectionate and the aesthetic nature of Venus. Let's take a closer look at all the traits of your partner. Your partner is likely to have a natural charm and magnetic attractiveness. Whether it's their appearance or their personality, they will likely draw people in their warm, pleasant energy, especially when you have Venus along with Moon. Also, an interesting point is that when you have a Venus and a Moon combination, usually such people meet their spouses in places that are related to water or food or during travel. Few of my friends had this kind of combination. Married viewers with a Moon and Venus combination, comment below and let us know where you met your spouse. We are curious to know. Your spouse may place a strong emphasis on personal appearance, and they could have a natural sense of some sort of style or elegance. Having said that, beauty is subjective, and we can't generally say that Venus DARAKARAKA means extremely good-looking spouse. But they will definitely be comparably more charming than you and someone who will appreciate the beauty and pleasures of life. Venus is a planet of love, so your partner will likely be someone who enjoys expressing their love and expressing their affection for you. They may be very romantic and passionate. They prefer to express their emotions, maybe through gestures like giving gifts, having a quality time with you, or physical affection, etc. When Venus is your Darakaraka, you and your partner would strive for harmony in relationships. Your partners may tend to avoid conflict, and they usually are very diplomatic in nature, and they try to resolve the issues peacefully. Your partner may be someone who values balance both in love as well as other areas of life. Basically, they would prefer something like, cooperation instead of confronting or having a quarrel. On the other hand, if Venus is along with Mars, then the partner tends to become a bit argumentative or quarrelsome in nature. Or if Venus is along with Ketu, then you may be in a long-distance relationship with your partner, or even if you're together, you may not be interested in your partner that much, while your partner will be very emotionally attached to you. And when Venus is associated with Rahu, there will be a lot of expectations for physical intimacy. When it's associated with Ketu, it becomes just the opposite. Here, the desire for intimacy will be decreased, or it's very low. Moving on, Venus rules over beauty and creativity. So your partner might have deep appreciation for like arts, music, anything which is very pleasing, aesthetic, etc. They may enjoy indulging in the finer things in life. It could be from fashion to art to luxury, etc. Especially if Venus is in Pisces or Meena Rashi, there it is exalted, right? You'll be attracted to someone who is very artistic in nature, or they are related to arts profession in some way. Venus as Darakaraka often brings a partner who enjoys life's pleasures, whether it's good food, fine wine, travel, or pleasures of intimacy. Your partner might have a sensual nature, finding joy in life's physical experiences and trying to create beauty around them. However, when Venus is in Virgo or Kanni Rashi, where it gets debilitated, then the partner becomes a bit more practical or analytical. And you may be seeking sensuality in the relationship, where your partner might be more disciplined or practical and analytical. Venus is associated with creativity, beauty, and luxury, like I said earlier. So the professions of a partner influenced by Venus Darakaraka may have the following possibilities. For example, since Venus rules over beauty and creativity, your partner could be working in the field of art, design, or fashion, like a painter, sculptor, graphic designer, or involved in any field that requires creativity. Venus also rules over music and entertainment. Your partner might be a musician, actor, dancer, or performer. Someone who can express themselves through arts in media and entertainment industry as well. Venus rules over material pleasures and luxury. Your partner may work in industries that belong to high-end taste, like luxury goods, fashion, or hospitality. They could be an interior designer or a jewelry designer, or they may be managing some upscale hotels and restaurants. Venus energy also aligns with beauty and well-being. So your partner might work in the beauty industry, such as makeup artist, hairstylist, skincare and wellness area, where they're focusing on enhancing beauty or enhancing their health. Venus also loves to bring peace and harmony. So your partner could also be working in a field where they are involved in resolving conflicts or sort of creating a balance is important. For example, a relationship counselor, a therapist, or even a diplomat, someone who will bring balance and maintain balance in the lives and relationships. Now coming to the interesting part, let's see the personality traits of a partner with Venus as DARAKARAKA. This placement tends to bring a partner who's generally warm, loving, and emotionally open, but there's more to it. For example, Venus is a planet of love and romance, so your partner may be someone who idealizes love, and they, always look for or seek fairy tale-like a relationship. They like believing in the power of love, and they have a very optimistic, or sometimes you can also say very idealistic view of relationships. However, if Venus is afflicted, or when Venus is associated with Rahu, the relationship might be based more on physical intimacy rather than on emotional level. Also, when you have Venus and Sun conjunction, we can see that either you or your partner may have the tendency to prioritize other things over relationships. Like it could be prioritizing your work or business or other life goals, or other achievements, etc. before your relationships. Your partner is likely to have a gentle personality and will value peace and harmony in relationships. They will try to avoid conflict, like I said earlier, and they try to maintain balance in the relationships. So you may find that your partner is a natural mediator, someone who brings calm and stability into your. Venus is also connected to pleasures of life, so your partner may be someone who has a love for luxury or comfort or high-end experiences. This could range from enjoying fine dining and beautiful surroundings to having a love for travel, someone who indulges in artistic hobbies. Also, when you have Venus as DARAKARAKA and it is under Venus Dasha, you might marry someone for materialistic pleasure rather than out of love or understanding. It will be more on a very superficial level than on an emotional level. Venus also rules creativity. So your partner may have a deep appreciation for arts and aesthetics. They might be someone who's, artistically inclined, or someone who loves to be surrounded by beauty and, have harmonious and very attractive surroundings around them, like a very good, well-decorated house, etc. Okay, now let's see the challenges of Venus as DARAKARAKA. One of the primary challenges with Venus as DARAKARAKA is the tendency or your urge to find love in relationships. Like we mentioned earlier, the planet of love, that itself is at lowest degree in your chart. Therefore, you're in constant search of love as well as to be loved. So there is often a strong desire for a perfect, deep romance in life. This idealism can lead to some unrealistic expectations of partners and relationships, causing disappointment when reality doesn't match your idealism. So this urge sometimes lead to ignoring or avoiding the imperfections in a relationships, which might push you to make some wrong choices in relationships based on the Rashi and other Navamsha placements of Venus. Venus is associated with luxury, comfort and pleasure, and as DARAKARAKA, this can manifest as a tendency to seek constant satisfaction. This might lead to overindulgence in pleasures such as food or luxury items or even superficial relationships. The pursuit of pleasure and comfort will become so important to you that at some point it will start leading to avoiding deeper emotional or a spiritual connection in relationships and rather going for something materialistic side or the superficiality in the relationships. Also, in some cases, based on the Venus Mahadasha or the Venus transits, you may attract someone who overindulges in pleasure. Your partner might be someone who is like alcoholic or workaholic, or someone who's money oriented, someone who's constantly seeking physical pleasure, etc. Venus being the planet of peace and harmony, it often avoids conflict. While this might sound like a very good trait, it can create issues in relationships over a period of time. Partners with Venus as DARAKARAKA may struggle with addressing difficult issues, with a fear of quarrel or confrontation that will disturb the harmony or the peace that they always want in their regular life. So this can result in suppressed emotions, some sort of unaddressed problems, and ultimately it would lead to a passive-aggressive behavior. Venus loves to be admired and appreciated, and as DARAKARAKA, this can create an attachment to external validation. The need to be seen as attractive or desirable might lead to an overemphasis on physical appearance or focus on the material aspects of life and relationships. So this external focus can kind of overshadow the development of a deeper emotional intimacy with your partner. So you'll be constantly going for the external aspects of your relationship, like, the material aspects or the physical aspects or the outer look or the appearance or the beauty or money, etc. And with all this focus, somewhere you'll be losing on the emotional connection or the spiritual connection that is very much necessary for a deep foundation in a relationship. And continuing with the same point, the desire for materialistic or physical appearance rather than emotional bonding, it can sometimes lead to superficial connections. So Venus as DARAKARAKA will try to prioritize surface level relationship instead of having a deeper emotional and spiritual growth that is required for a sustainability of a relationship over a period of time. So there can be a tendency to focus more on appearance or societal standards of love rather than actually cultivating a true intimate bond with your partner. So in some cases, based on how the planet is getting afflicted, Venus DARAKARAKA will have a tendency of cheating in relationships. So this must be avoided at all cost, because cheating or disrespecting your spouse will further lead to financial issues for you very quickly. Venus in fire signs like Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. In fire signs, Venus brings a dynamic and a very passionate energy. Your partner may be fiery and expressive in love, with a strong desire to enjoy the life's pleasures to the fullest. They may be bold and confident in pursuing what they want in relationships, and they're often looking for excitement and adventure. Venus in earth signs like Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Venus is especially strong in Taurus, one of its ruling signs. In earth signs, Venus brings stability, sensuality, and a love for the material world. Your partner may be someone who's grounded, practical, and focused on creating a comfortable and luxurious life. They will likely be very sensual, enjoying the pleasures of touch, taste, and beauty. Venus in air signs like Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Venus in air signs brings a focus on intellectual connection and communications in relationships. Your partner may be someone who loves to engage in deep conversation, enjoys socializing, enjoys partying, and seeks harmony in their mental and emotional connections. They may be social butterflies and diplomatic in nature as well. Venus in water signs like Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. In water signs, Venus becomes deeply emotional and intuitive. Your partner may be sensitive, compassionate, and emotionally nurturing. They might place a lot of importance on emotional security and seek a soul-level connection in relationships. Expect a partner who is very caring, deeply loving, and sometimes even protective. If you feel you're not fully tapping into the potential of your Venus DARAKARAKA, you can click here and follow the remedies to strengthen the Venus energy that is mentioned in the Venus Atmakaraka video that is displayed here. Okay, so in this video, we have seen what is your spouse's characteristics, nature, and position when Venus is your DARAKARAKA. We will discuss the other planets in the next video. To get notified, do subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. If you have any thoughts you would like to share about Venus DARAKARAKA, please do leave your comments. We appreciate your likes and comments. Namaskaram.